every month I post on Patreon at patreon.com/filmpodcast and ask if you have any questions, and hundreds of people post, and we usually get to around 3 to 4 questions per month. So sorry about that, but we have a lot to say about things.
So these are not really emails, is what you're saying.
That's right. That's right.
This section, all of it.
It's all a lie.
It's all a sham. It's all a sham.
Wow.
My life is a sham. David Esposito writes, quote, if you had a time machine for a duration of 24 hours, and you could either choose to go to the past or the future, which would you choose? In this scenario, you cannot alter anything. You're only spectating. You can hop around
you
to
can't
different...
alter anything?
That's
That's a rough one.
You can hop around to different time periods for the day, but you have to choose either past or future. You can't choose one. You can't choose both. So the other question is, when and where would you go and why?
yeah. Easy.
Okay, Devindra, what's your answer?
Future 2050. Look at all the stocks. Just make a mental note. What? Uber, everything.
But you
get back home and become rich. That's what
Sports Almanac.
That's the almanac. That's basically
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
But
that ended well for everyone in that movie.
you don't have to. You don't have to change anything. You don't change anything except you bring that information back, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a billionaire now, buddy."
Yeah. I mean,
And I can fund all the podcasts.
This is why Devindra is the brains of the operation.
yeah. I mean, the problem is there's honestly very few companies that are big today that were around in any prominent way 50
Sure,
years
buddy,
ago.
but if you put $1,000 in Apple in
like 10,
1998,
maybe like 10 years ago. You
That's
know, like
it's not going to be a lot of companies, but I want that like those like 1 or 2 companies that
Yeah.
blow up, and like
Yeah.
you put a little money in Apple in the 90s, you would be very well off.
for me, it's very simple. It's
Mhm.
interesting. As easy as it came to you, Devindra, like,
Yeah.
oh, simple, go to the future. For me, it would be I would go back to biblical times and see if Jesus was real.
That's the thing. That's
And you
the
come
thing.
back and be like, I have the definitive answer. And be like, I don't believe you. I don't
What?
believe you.
Are you
I
going to take
don't
your
even-
camera?
I don't care what anyone else thinks. I want to know for myself.
You want to know? You want to? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's
So
a
you
good
can
one.
be
The thing is,
smug.
I would want to see all. Basically, I want to see all the Bible stuff to see
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
actually happened. Like
All that Bible
Noah's,
stuff.
Noah's Ark, Adam and Eve.
You know that
Moses.
this-
Yeah.
Adam and Eve definitely happened. Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
and Jesus, all the Jesus
And
stuff.
Jesus, all the Jesus. Is
Dave's
it
like-
one day though? Do you only get one day?
You get
in the
24 hours.
future
So
or the past?
I'd be like, zip
Boom.
back to Jesus
He
time.
hops in, lots of
hopping.
rain, big boat, check it off. Okay, moving on.
Okay. You just check in with the Pope.
Happened. Got
Every
it.
time you come
Moving
back, you
on.
just check in with the Pope. Like, hey, buddy, this is I can
Parting
confirm.
Red Sea, moving on.
Got giant tree, snake, apple, moving on.
Nailed to a guy, nailed horrifically to a tree. Ooh, that's awful.
That really happened. That
That's
really
upsetting
happened.
for me to
Many
see.
times.
I wish I hadn't seen that one. Moving on.
It'd be funny if you went back. It's like, oh man, all the Roman gods are actually real. That's the real.
That would be
the funny.
that would
thing.
be funny. Yeah, how do you get back and know for sure it didn't happen? Maybe you just
Yeah.
got the wrong day.
Maybe they
You
gave
know?
you some LSD or something. It's like this is all in your head, man.
Well, anyway, I don't care what other people think. I would know for myself.
You would
That's
know for
pretty
you.
good.
And that'd
Yeah,
be
no.
fine.
Dave's infinite desire to be smug.
One thing, this is true. One thing I would also add about my thing is like, guys, if you knew what was going to happen in 20 years from now, and you could just like sit here, just write about it and talk about it, like not just the stock banking, but you'd be a freaking fortune teller. You know, like you would. For
Sick.
my role, for my work, I would be freaking Nostradamus over here.
I want to,
So,
yeah, just so I can make sick predictions on the podcast.
Sick
I'll be like,
Oh man, that would
I'd
be
be
such
like,
a great podcast.
you are not going to believe what
Everything.
Steven Spielberg's next movie is.
But Jeff, what's your answer?
I feel like you guys really messed me up because my first inclination was like, oh, I want to go back and see parts of my own life. That,
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
Yeah, it's
revisit
very
parts
fine.
of my own life.
three
but no.
distinct answers, Jeff.
Dave's,
That's fine.
Devindra's a billionaire.
Yep.
Dave's sitting smugly in churches, going, just nodding his head
You
or
just pick
shaking
the
his head.
Pope off of his throne. Yeah.
And what am I? I'm just like, I was a cute 3-year-old. That's so pathetic.
Look at young Jeff. What a cute
What a
baby.
scamp.
What a
I don't
little
even
scamp.
remember that moment.
What
Wow.
an imp. What an imp.
This
So you-
information will
you-
serve me well
you would
in
just-
modern
You would
times,
literally
yeah.
just go and relive your past. That's
I
kind
just
of
was
what
like, oh wow, look at that. I remember that shirt.
I feel like
I'm
that
such-
really does summarize who we are. As
This is
people,
why,
those
yeah,
three
this
things.
is why
Yeah.
I've only ever achieved Jonah Hill's dream in my life because I think small.
That was a clip from the Filmcast After Dark. To get access to the whole episode, go to patreon.com/filmpodcast. You can sign up for ad-free episodes as well as exclusive After Darks. You can find the regular podcast at thefilmcast.com. And of course, like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.